Hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite cousin Jess here on Just for TV, and welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome back to my kitchen. As you can see, I am coming to you guys with another cooking tutorial and a bomb recipe. So here are actually all the ingredients that I will be using to whip up this Sunday comfort dinner. So if Swedish meatballs are a vibe and you want to see how I make them, then just stay tuned. You have now tuned into another Jess for TV production. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using these great value Italian style meatballs, and I'm just going to dump them onto a baking tray and just kind of spread them out, make sure they're even so that they cook evenly. I have already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, so I'm just going to put in the baking tray with the meatballs on it and let it bake for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're heated all the way through. Next, I'm going to be taking a large enough pot and filling it with some water, some olive oil, and also my bow tie noodles so that they can cook evenly through. So now that I have my bow tie noodles and my olive oil in the pot, I'm just going to give it a quick stir and put a lid on and let those boil. So now that my bow tie noodles have been boiling for about 10 minutes, they are finally cooked to my liking. So I'm going to strain them and let those sit. And while those are sitting straining, then I'm going to start working on my Swedish meatball sauce. I'm going to be using this beef broth. Once my beef broth is in my pot, I'm going to take this can of cream of mushroom and add that in there as well. Next, I'll be adding in 2 cans of this golden mushroom. So now that all those ingredients have been added, I'm just going to give it a little stir just to make sure that it's to my liking and to the consistency that I want. And right now I do notice that it is not. So I'm going to go in with another can of the cream of cremini and shiitake mushroom. So now that I have all my soups added, it is time to go in with my sour cream. And you guys, I really don't have any measurements. There is no method to the madness when using sour cream. I kind of just add it until, I like the texture of the sauce or whatnot. So kind of just use your own discretion. Now I'm going to go in with some onion powder, also some garlic powder, as well as some salt and some pepper. And I'm also just going to be adding some parsley, not for flavor, not for anything like that, just because the little green specks just, look really good in the sauce. Now that I have all my soups, my sour cream, and my seasonings added, I'm just going to take a whisk and just whisk everything together just to make sure it's really, mixed well and that the consistency is super duper creamy. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. Now I'm just going to take a spoon and show you guys how my sauce has came out and the consistency. It's not too thick, it's not too runny. It's kind of just right the way I like it, and you can just use your discretion with how you like your sauce. So now I'm going to go in and remove the meatballs from the oven and just give them a moment to cool. And while my meatballs are cooling, I'm just going to take my bow tie noodles and just transfer them into a bowl. And just put a lid on them just to keep them warm. Now, little by little with some tongs, I'm just going to start adding my meatballs to my sauce. And I'm doing it this way just because I wanted to drain a lot of that oil and fat that came off the meatballs off of them before putting them into my sauce, because I really didn't want all that extra liquid to mess up the consistency of my sauce. So now that I have all the meatballs added to my sauce, I'm just going to give it a stir and let those meatballs kind of simmer over a low heat and just let them kind of marinate in the sauce. And I know it's someone watching thinking like, damn, Jess, that's a lot of sauce, but I like my stuff real saucy. So now that my meatballs have kind of marinated in my sauce for a bit, it is time to plate this bad boy. And I'm actually going to pair it with this Beringer White Merlot. You guys, this is a staple in my house. I absolutely love this wine. Now I'm going to take my bow tie noodles and add them to my plate. Then I'm going to take a couple of spoonfuls of the Swedish meatball mixture and add that on top of the noodles. I'm going to make sure that I get a lot of sauce in there because you have to cover those noodles. And guys, this is the finished product. You guys, this was so good. Me, Gia, and TJ absolutely tore this up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.